So regarding my research theme and my research area, I'm mainly focusing on energy related topics and some other topics that I'd like to explain for you. So the first topic that I'm mainly focusing is on green finance and green investment, because renewable energy projects usually have lots of difficulties in accessing finance. So what I'm studying and what I'm researching is how to bring private investment to these types of projects. What are the instruments that can promote and unlock the private investment? The second area that I'm working is on energy security. So nowadays, with the energy crisis that was a result of instability in the energy markets globally, this topic became more important. And for countries like Japan, which are relying on import of energy and do not have enough domestic energy resources, energy security is an important topic. In addition to that, I was also a visiting professor, visiting scholar at different universities in other countries. Chiang Mai University in Thailand, that currently I'm also a visiting professor, or Academy of Finance of the Ministry of Finance of Vietnam, that I have done a national project for them in order to study the financial inclusion in Vietnam and how to increase the financial inclusion. Or Griffith University in Australia, that I was a visiting scholar, and during that term that I was a visiting scholar, I worked on disaster, that how to increase the resiliency in front of disaster by focusing on the financing perspective, financing side of it. Another thing that I always encourage my students at the classes is to be creative. So many students usually at the end of a study, the last 2 semesters, they are looking for jobs, doing job huntings. But what I always encourage my students is to be creative and entrepreneur rather than just working in a company. So working in companies is good. And if you want to work, it's okay to work some years, gaining some experiences. But after that, starting your own startup, starting your own business. So this is what Japan needs. And unfortunately, number of startups are not increasing enough. Although, Japanese government is providing good incentives and good support. But the important point is that this culture needs to be cultivated, and it is important for the future of Japan. And finally, in my classes, as you see this photo, this last photo, this is one of my seminar classes. I invited a scholar from Oxford University. Usually in my classes, I invite scholars from top university to come and share their view, their achievement and so on with the students. That I believe this is also very important and will help the students to have more international view.